Hey there, friends. Kevin here from the Chord Podcast. The podcast inspiring young rock and metal fans to discover new music and help find a place they can connect and feel accepted. We all know that money is tight, and we all know that, things are getting more expensive, and for the bands, it is no different. Today, we had Will from Earshot on the podcast, and we got into some of the semantics and real numbers that, when you think about it, you're going to wonder why touring is so expensive, why bands are going out on tours less, why they're being more selective with their dates, and all of that. Here's one of the main reasons why. Before we jump into the video, though, I want you to hit that like button right down there to help push this video in the algorithm, get more people to know about Earshot and the Chord Progression Podcast, and hit the subscribe button right down here because we put out new podcast episodes with these bands every single Tuesday and Thursday, reaction content throughout the week, and song reactions every single Friday. Thank you for that. Now let's go.
You touched upon it's the economics of it. I mean, things are a lot more expensive now than they were pre-pandemic. Everything's pretty much doubled in price. Buses have doubled in price. Bus drivers have almost doubled in price. Fuel, as we know, is up pretty high. Hotels have gone up almost double in price. Just on this little fall run that we're doing, which is I think 3 weeks, it's going to cost us around, just to give people an idea, like a real world idea, it's going to cost us at a minimum just to operate, just to have a bus and the driver and fuel. It's going to cost us about $1,500 to $2,000 a day. So it's expensive to be out there and tour. So it's very much, all artists and bands, managers, booking agents are looking at all the analytics, all of the information, where our fans are, where, like I said, where fans are listening to us. We're looking at social media. We're looking at where people are that are following us. We're looking at where people are that are commenting, sharing. All of these things contribute, to all bands, not just ours, about where we go and unfortunately where we can't go.
All right, just sit back and think about that for a second. From 2019 to 2023, the price of touring, according to Will, has essentially doubled in terms of thinking about the transportation, the fuel, the people that are going to help you get from place to place. I mean, he gave a straight number. They're going on a 3-week tour. And just to have a driver, transportation, and fuel, that's going to cost them anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000 a day. Multiply that by 21, you're looking at about $31,500 to $42,000 just on that tour, just for transportation and logistics alone. Now think about that from the band's perspective. How much money are they going to have to make on this tour just to break even at this point in merch sales, in ticket price, in ticket sales, all of that stuff? They're going to have to make their money back somehow. And if prices are going to continue to double because of inflation, because of potential high demand, I mean, we saw that especially right after the end of the pandemic. We're still seeing it today where people are struggling to get transportation and buses for their tours because of how high the demand is, or even how high the price can be based on, with demand increase and supply staying the same. Of course, price is going to increase as well. This is something that's absolutely interesting to me because I studied economics when I was in school, so this is always something that piqued my interest. And hearing them talk about, they're going to be using social media, using different metrics, using listenership on Spotify, using that data in order to figure out what's going to be best in order to either just potentially break even on this tour or make some money. I mean, the last thing you want to do is lose money, but just thinking about all of that in there, if you're trying to figure out maybe why some of your favorite bands are not touring as much, why they're not coming around near you, or why prices are getting so expensive for tickets, the band's got to make money. This is their career. This is their livelihoods. And when things double in price from 2019 to 2023, that's insane. I mean, think about it. If it would have been, just over $15,000, like $15,000, $16,000 to $21,000 to tour in 2019, and now it's between $31,500 and $42,000 in 2023, that's a massive difference. And it just goes to show you the struggles that bands are going through financially, as much as, all of us are still. But it gives you more of an idea behind what these bands are going through. I want to know what you guys think about this, so put in the comments what you think about this whole entire topic. If you like this video, hit the like button right here. If you want to subscribe to the podcast channel, subscribe button is right here, as we put out full podcast episodes with these bands every Tuesday and Thursday, reaction content throughout the week, and reaction videos every single Friday for brand new songs. Love Bites is usually, not Love Bites, Bandmate is usually a favorite of ours, so Yeah. On top of that, if you want to watch the full episode with Will from Earshot, which is a little bit over a half hour long, go to the description of this episode. Link is down there for you. Thanks, guys. Come to the next one. I'm out.